Lesson 101, translating expressions into equations. Okay, so when you see the word sum, S-U-M, that means adding. Difference is the answer to a subtraction problem. Product means times. And quotient means divided by. Whenever you see a number, so you're going along and it says a number is, that's your variable. So that means we don't know what it is. So we put in a variable, which is just the letter. Oh, I need that. Trade me. Okay, so English and symbols. English just means you're reading along in your word problem, and then how can we translate it? So if you see 4 times a number, that just means, well, 4 is the number 4, times means multiply, and then a number would be your variable, so it's just 4n. So when you see something like this, you just put 4n. 5 more than a number. So the key words here is more than. So that means we're going to be adding 5 to a number. And a number, we just use a variable, which is a letter. 3 less than a number. Less than means you're taking 3 away from the number. So if it's not 3 minus z, you're actually subtracting 3 from the number. So we have z minus 3. Sometimes you'll see half a number. That just means times 1/2 times the number. Or divide the number by 2. So half a number could be multiplied by 1/2 or divide by 2. It just means the same thing. The product of a number and 9. That just means you're going to multiply a number and 9. And whenever we're using a variable and a number, you want to put the number first. So that would be 9x. So here's an example where we put some of those together. 17 is 5 more than what number? Or than twice a number, sorry. So if you remember, is means equal, so we're going to have 17 equals 5 more than, so we're going to be adding 5 to twice a number, and twice a number just means 2 times our variable, so 2x. So this would be translating 17 is 5 more than twice a number. Now here's an example. If 6 less than 3 times a number is 15, what is the number? So we're going to have to translate and then solve. So this says if 6 less than. So I need to remember that less than means I'm going to be subtracting 6 from whatever they say after less than. So 3 times a number. So I'm gonna have 3x minus 6 means equals 15. What is the number? So we translate it, then we're gonna have to solve it. So if you remember to solve for x, we're gonna add the 6 first. This goes to 0, so we have 3x equals 21. Then we're gonna divide by 3, and x equals 7. So our number would be 7. Now we also need to remember some keywords with angles. For instance, supplementary means that 2 angles add to, wait, does anyone remember supplementary, what the 2 angles add to? 180 degrees, good. And complementary means they add to 90 degrees. Okay, so we're gonna have to remember those. So here's an example using angle measures. So if you will draw a straight line, and then this way we have x and 2x, and then we're told that the angles are supplementary. What is the measure of the larger angle? So if we can figure out what x is, we can double it to find the measure of the larger angle. So when it says it's supplementary, we know that we can do 2x plus x, and that's supposed to equal 180. Supplementary means they add to 180. 2x plus x is just 3x. Then we divide by 3, and x equals 60 degrees. So the larger angle is 2 times 60 degrees, or 120 degrees. And that would be the answer to the question, what is the measure of the larger angle? Now we could do one with the complementary here. It draws the right angle, and we have x and 3x. So if we add 3x plus x, we know it's going to equal 90 degrees. So the whole thing together. So 4x equals 90. Divide 90 by 4, and we get x equals 22.5 degrees. So if we wanted to find 3x, we would times that by 3, or if we just wanted x, we could leave it like that. That's the end of the lesson.